It seems very likely that we get the big day 30 update this coming week, thanks to information from a recent Gearbox livestream over on their Twitch channel. We already know some stuff about this update that I want to go over. There will be nerfs coming to the Lyuda and another weapon, and I don't think that that other weapon needs it. We got an update on extra bank space, and there's way more to discuss. So let's get into it. Would of course be awesome if you could leave a like on the video as it shows your support. And let's go. First up, shoutouts to YouTuber Ryan Central for highlighting this Gearbox stream on his channel. I wasn't aware that they were streaming. He made a video on it. I left a link to that video in the video description. Okay, now let's start with something we are all struggling with. The fact that this game has 200 unique legendary items and like way more guns and items in general, but that we only have 90 slots in our inventory and bank combined, excluding the equipment slots and the stuff you can put in your room. But yeah, overall it's just way too little, and sometimes you're spending more time in your inventory than actually shooting things. Well, good to note, because Grant, the combat designer, confirmed during the stream that a team at Gearbox is looking into this.
Oh boy, people are asking for more storage. I feel this. I feel this in my heart.
Yeah, the team has heard that request. I don't really know what's happening with it because it's not in my area of expertise, but I do know that we have looked at it, and it is being addressed.
So again, great, awesome news, but I totally think that it's not something that we should expect anytime soon. Hope I'm wrong, of course, but overall it's just nice to hear that this is actually something that is going to be addressed, although it's unclear what they will do. What we should expect early though is the day 30 update. It's now actually been a month since the game has come out. Time really flies, and even before the release, Gearbox was already talking about this big day 30 update that will at least include some features that people over on the PC already have. And then I'm talking about the photo mode and the Twitch EchoCast extension that lets you earn loot, for example, while watching a stream on Twitch, or you can also see the inventory from the streamer. And as we already discussed in a previous video, it makes sense that they want to release this day 30 update with the EchoCast extension before the Mayhem on Twitch event that starts on October 22nd. So it makes sense that this update releases 1 week before that. Another thing that indicated that the update will be the coming week is that at the end of this Couch Co-op stream, Elisa, the new media manager, noted that likely during the next stream, so on Thursday, October 17th, they will have members of the team on that worked on this update to talk about the content. So yes, makes sense that the update will be then around that time too. And it's the day 30 update. You cannot release that 40 days after launch. That would be pretty weird, right? I think that also with this update we will finally get some performance improvements for the still laggy menu. During the stream they kind of explained that the performance improvements take way more time because they really have to tweak things inside the game, so we really have to download an update in order to see improvements. While with a hotfix they can tweak stats like numbers or drop rates from certain bosses. So the idea is that they can make balance changes via the hotfixes, while another team is working on the technical side that will be introduced with an update, and I totally think that we will finally see some improvements with the day 30 update. But yeah, let's talk more about some hotfixes that are coming in the future and actually already happened recently. One big thing that caught my eye during the stream is that they're looking to nerf certain items again in the coming weeks. During the stream, Grant noted that the overall goal at Gearbox is to make sure that there are a ton of builds for the different characters, so a ton of variety. And that also means, according to him, reducing the power of some of the most popular items, so you're not just using them, and that you're also looking at other items. So the two weapons that they mentioned in the stream that will be nerfed, while there will likely be more, so they said the Lyuda sniper, that is actually a reward for killing all the targets of opportunity from 0. you then get it as a male. Gearbox notes that it's a little overperforming now, so the power will be reduced, although we don't know any specifics. But yeah, I think we can agree that it's a very powerful weapon for sure. Although that reload can be killing, it will totally help, by the way, to find a version with a bigger magazine. Another weapon they talked about is the Hellwalker shotgun. This one will also be nerfed, and I have to admit I did not really use this one. Well, I do have a pretty good anointed version, but yes, I can see that the damage is pretty high, especially with flags fade away. You got the crits that will then cause the 10 bullets to fly elsewhere, thanks to this being a Jacob's gun. But the reload is pretty killing. And thanks to the recent change to the leave no trace skill that now re-triggers after 0.3 seconds, you cannot get ammo back all the time, so it is not possible to just spam this gun. Maybe this nerf for the Hellwalker is mostly focused on the non-Mayhem mode, where it will just kill everyone pretty easily, although in the Mayhem mode I think it's actually not one of the strongest shotguns out there. Curious to see how they will nerf it, but we totally should expect more of these changes in the future. So nerfs to popular and powerful weapons, but also buffs to weapons that, according to Gearbox, are way below performance. A few days ago we saw the insane buff for the new Creeping Death gun that is now quite decent actually. Also, the carrier assault rifle got some increases, and that actually seems to be the first of many Atlas weapon buffs that we should expect in the future, because they want more Atlas builds inside the game. So what Gearbox is doing is looking at the more than 200 unique legendaries and then changing them based on their data. But then they have to test the buff or the nerf that they want to apply. So that's why we will just have a handful of legendary changes per week from the sounds of it. So likely some nerfs and some buffs. The Creeping Death and the Carrier were really just the beginning. And I will of course cover all these changes here on the channel when they go live. So you really know what changed, because sometimes the changes they communicate are not the real changes that end up being in the game. It's pretty interesting, but I will keep you up to date here. Other interesting things that we should expect in the future are for the Mayhem modes. Grant notes that they totally want to expand on this mode and have it evolve, although we did not really share any details on that. One of the specific things that Grant did mention though is regarding the modifiers that are a little bit too rough in some cases. He mentioned specifically the bullet reflection. So we should totally expect tweaks for that and just way more things in the near future regarding the Mayhem mode. Totally curious to hear how you would expand the Mayhem mode. Let me know in the comments down below. So yes, I totally think we should expect some Mayhem tweaks in future hotfixes too. Just like tweaks for anointed gear, it's also something we should expect in the future to increase the build diversity according to Gearbox. And we actually already saw this in the recent hotfix, where they increased the damage of Flax Rex and the Digiclone from Sane. By the way, also good to note is that the Amara buff for the face grasp skill actually meant that her range has been doubled. First, we did not know any specifics, but now we learned doubled, and that's of course pretty huge. And of course they changed the fact that if you miss this skill, then you will immediately be able to use it again. Overall they feel, by the way, that Amara is in a pretty great spot. For most, they want to make sure that the Iron Bear is better and improve how that works in the Mayhem mode. And overall the survivability of companions like the Digiclone and also the pets from Flak should see some improvements in the future. And that's very great to hear, because right now I'm playing Flak and I'm doing the Circle of Slaughter, and really my pet dies from the first enemy or the second enemy, and then he's just gone for 60 seconds. So yeah, it's great that they're looking at ways to improve that. Overall for Flak we should see more incentive to play as a non-fadeaway build, so use the Gamma Burst skill or the Rex instead. And Sane likely needs the most changes at this point, and they actually mentioned that they will announce those in the near future, as they're still looking into it. When we know more, I will of course let you know here on the channel, so totally subscribe if you haven't already, like the video to support the channel. And by the way, if you want that Hellwalker that I've showed in this video, then just leave your PlayStation Network ID under the pinned comment. I want to send one of you an item every video, so this time it's the Hellwalker, so you can use it before it gets nerfed. Only on PlayStation, because I only play on PlayStation, so I can only mail the item to people on PlayStation, but yeah. Good luck, and of course it would be awesome if you are a subscriber if you enter for the giveaway. For now though, let's open a golden chest as we always like to do at the end of a Borderlands 3 video. Hey!
Hello there.
We're gonna do it the other way around now. Last time
Yeah,
I opened
let's do it
first,
the right way.
now you are going to open first.
I'm going to open it first. Fingers crossed. Nah, that looks
sad.
like a lot of purple. Pretty looking sniper rifle, but I'm probably not going to use it.
No,
Let me clear that out.
Do you think they will ever make purple gear more useful than it is now? Or?
No, I think legendaries will probably always be the best until they add like another rarity,
yeah.
because they did a rarity above legendary in previous games, so they might do that. But for now,
maybe from the takedowns, from the sort of raid-like activities.
that would be cool.
awesome.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Okay, I'm going to open another one. Oh yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Finally. It's whoa, the bouncing pear. You ever heard about that one? It's a grenade.
I think I did. I think I got that one too. Yeah, it throws like
Oh.
two orbs. I think I remember that one.
Yeah, I think you added once. Oh.
Fireworks.
Yeah. Subscribe for way more Borderlands 3 coverage. Like the video to support the channel. And yeah, totally check out the previous video on all the things you can do on the end game in Borderlands 3. You can watch that one by clicking on the screen. For now, we will speak to you next time, and goodbye.